Hi, I'm Chilcott and I'm the assistant track curator here at the Meadows, and I've been here for 8 years. Through my mum and dad, they're both greyhound trainers, and I got involved in greyhounds pretty early through that. Then I got an opportunity at Bendigo to work casually. From there, Corey saw me working bare feet, pulling out weeds in front of the 660 boxes, and thought I had good work ethic and offered me a full-time job. I think that the most important part of track preparation is just consistency from week to week. It can be a challenging job, whether it's the weather, time restraints. It is a very difficult job, but it's just about preparing a track consistently and safely for the greyhounds. In Corey's absence, I step up into the track curator's role. It's a really good opportunity for me to learn leadership, being only young and maybe a little bit immature. It gives me a really good chance to grow as a person and as a manager. My favourite greyhound that I've seen racing at the Meadows is Fana Bale. He won group races over 525, 600 and 725, which to me is a great achievement.
Fana Bale goes for home. She's raced away to win the Australian Cup.
My favourite time of the year is Australia Cup time. As a worker, you're totally exhausted by the time you get there, but it's an absolute thrill when you run that race meeting and you get through Group 1s. It's definitely my favourite time of the year. So through my security at the Meadows, Jessie and I were able to buy a house in Greensborough. 18 months ago, we welcomed a beautiful baby boy into our lives, Caden. It was a total life changer from when you're going from being, just a couple that Jessie and I were. Our pizza nights and ice cream nights and things like that we used to go out on dates for, they've all bucked on, but it's all worth it to have a champion like Caden in our lives. I love him to bits, and he's definitely changed our life for the better. There's nothing better than going home at night, and even if you've had a rough day, you go home and your family always puts a smile on your face. We are definitely going to have a second child. At this stage, Jessie is 14 weeks along with a second baby to be due in mid-April. Basically, my whole life before I started working at Meadows, I loved football and loved cricket. I was through winter I'd play football, and all summer I'd play cricket. My dad basically turned me onto that path when I was a little kid from the age of 7. I played cricket for 15 or 16 years. Only having to give it away when I started working here on the Saturdays, and football I haven't stopped playing. When I started at the Meadows, I was playing reserves footy at Heathcote, and I still wanted to be able to play football at a higher level, and the Meadows initially allowed me to just play senior football at a local club, Epping, and it was really good of them just to because Saturday being our most busy day, but I still had the opportunity to go out on a Saturday and play football, which is the sport I love, so it was really good. We have a great team at the Meadows. We get on really well as a team. There's Corey. Not only is he my boss, but he's also become a really good friend to me, Jessie and Caden, and he's probably, without him, I probably wouldn't be the person I am today. I've learned a lot from Corey, David and his footy and his Tigers. It's been a pretty unbearable 3 or 4 years, but he's a ripper bloke and a great worker. There's been, since he's come across as a full-time worker, our relationship's grown, and he creates a really good work environment. He's a great worker, and we also get along with our Marvel movies. We've always got something to chat about in that space. There's Lockie. We get along really well. We've got a lot of similar interests in cricket, footy, sport in general. My first thought would be maybe Caden be a professional golfer, so me and his mum can go on the pro tour with him. I'd be his caddy and she'd be his manager. I think that'd be a pretty good way to live, travel the world. Being more realistic, I just want him to be happy at the moment, Caden, and then our future child. Whatever they want to pursue in life, I'm happy for them to do whatever they want. Obviously, I was sort of not dragged into the greyhound world. I was almost seduced because it's a great sport, and from a young age I was hooked.